We start News 8 at 10 tonight with I-Team 8 and the death of a man in Indianapolis police custody.
We're getting our first look at body camera video of what happened leading to the death of Herman Whitfield. I-Team 8's Richard Essex has the details.
Indianapolis Metro Police have released 21 minutes of video. It shows from the minute that police arrive until paramedics arrive and try to revive Herman Whitfield III. And I have to tell you, the video is hard to watch.
Seconds before Whitfield is tased by an IMPD officer, he came running out of his room into the kitchen and then into the dining room where he was tased. This is body-worn camera video from Officer Steve Sanchez, who fired his taser. According to IMPD, Whitfield was tased the first time. He crashed into a table, then onto the floor, yelling fire over and over. There's a 5-second pause, then he's tased again. Whitfield thrashes around as officers try to get handcuffs on him. Whitfield is kept on his stomach for at least 3 minutes until paramedics arrive. He had stopped breathing. Efforts to revive him failed.
Why are you releasing this video?
Well, the community asked for it. So honestly, I would have liked to have had the autopsy report, the complete report, before releasing the video, but I'm not exactly sure when that's going to be available. So the community's asked for it. A number of different groups have asked us to do this for a while, and I just think it's at the point where I just need to release it.
Whitfield's mother had called 911 in the early hours of April 25th. She told the 911 operator her son was having some sort of an episode and she needed an ambulance. When police arrived, Whitfield was naked, sweating and bleeding from his mouth. Officers tried to coax him from his room. He was talking but not answering questions from the police or his parents. His mother told the 911 operator Herman did not do drugs and he had never been diagnosed with anything. I asked Chief Taylor, did he believe the officers acted appropriately? He was advised to not answer the question. He did say that many of the police videos show an open and closed case. However, this one, he says, doesn't tell the entire story.
What you see may not be ultimately why this man died. So a little different for us with this one.
Whitfield's parents have filed a federal lawsuit against the city and the 6 police officers involved.
The autopsy report has not been completed, and there are still 3 internal investigations. In Indianapolis, Richard Essex, Wish TV, I-Team 8.
And we continue our coverage now as people respond to the critical incident video being released.
News 8's Cody Adams joins us now live from the newsroom with a little bit more on this case. Cody.
Yeah, guys, several groups as well as Whitfield's family have been calling for that video to be released, as Richard said. In a statement released by the Whitfield family lawyer, what IMPD released is not enough.
In a response from the family of Herman Whitfield III, they state the video released by IMPD does not tell the whole truth, and they want the whole unedited video released. The statement reads, the critical incident video is biased in that it selectively includes narration and text to present a false narrative of what happened and leaves out important points which should be acknowledged by IMPD, but which the CIV shows. Pastor David Greene, president of the Concerned Clergy of Indianapolis, agrees.
I would hope that law enforcement doesn't want to try to hide what might be an ugly thing. You need to at least share it, because at least that gives people the belief and confidence you're going to be honest with me.
The family says the video released also visually leaves out an important piece to the story. Reading, the CIV narration and text are also revealing for what they leave out. While one can clearly hear on the video Herman calling out 4 times, "I can't breathe," the narration and included text are silent on this and fail to mention it. Pastor Greene says there are a lot of questions now surrounding the video released by IMPD.
In this video, obviously, it was spliced and put together. It does raise the issue of, obviously IMPD is going to create it for their best interest, what parts are missing. So it does create a number of questions.
The Whitfield family closes their statement by saying the Whitfield family calls on IMPD to honestly respond to these important issues and not present a biased and false narrative of Herman's death. All body cam videos should be released, and IMPD should honestly respond to the misconduct of its officers, which led to Herman's death. Pastor Greene says one of the most important things is making sure real change comes out of this surrounding mental health situations.
We have to be a better city than that. We have to address that. And you can't run from that issue. We have to own it across the board. And that means leadership has to own it, community has to own it, and pushing, saying, okay, we're better than that. What do we need to do differently?
The Greater Indianapolis NAACP sent News 8 this statement today. In that statement, they say their prayers go out to the Whitfield family, and the incident renews their commitment to work for more medically trained resource officers who are available around the clock. In the newsroom, Cody Adams, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.